He scored 11 straight to send it into overtime. He's capable of putting points on the board really quickly.
A 4-point play, and we are knotted at 35. Layton, big shot for Tennessee Tech. Fall. Ginyard at the other end. That one was off the mark, and it's rebounded by Slatton. Sells gets around Niang. Open look for Slatton. Bottom of the row. T. Martin is back in front by 1.
But like we talked about, UT Martin is used to this. They play close games. That's what they do. And now we're going to see if that experience from all those close games can come up for them right here.
Inside, Jaylon Nichols throws it down, and now they go inside at 2 minutes. Salarite picks up Johnson. Layton on the wing. Tie game at 65.
Dylan. It's a Lions team that is last in the OVC. 3-point field goal percentage. Off to the nice start. Matthew Sells puts... Sells a local product. Too strong on the hoist by Browning. Ball up for grabs. Claimed by Johnson Jr.
Didn't recognize the zone that time.
Grant Slatton dunks it down. Won it as well, so 3 different Lions have won that award.
I think they probably need to just rename that award the Lindenwood Freshman of the Week Award.
This could be the final possession of the first half. Tennessee Tech by 1. Jaylon Johnson, 5 seconds left. Johnson, down low, wide open, Nichols.
Right, that was crazy, right?
Fouls starting to pile up. Both teams on the precipice of the bonus. 6 fouls each. Nichols, he'll have a chance. 8 to shoot. Jaylon Johnson, short. Step back 3, well short. Might have been a piece by Futrell. Now Johnson dishes. Nichols beats the buzzer.
Boy, that will start the game. Or, on the other hand, you can look at neither team's playing much defense to start the game.
6 of 9 beginning for Western. Egbunawe, he'll light it up from beyond the arc.
It's funny how a season goes sometimes for, a player.
There goes Egbunawe from deep.
They've acted like they were all going to go in.
This one is tipped. Johnson gets it. Golden Eagles to steal. Wide open. Egbunawe finds the bottom from deep.
Always feel like they have something to prove. And here's Johnson with the swipe. Good at that, too. Egbunawe, the adjustment, score it, plus the foul. That's his forte, over 40% on the year from the outside.
Canute Wood has been the most loyal player in this program. Started out as a redshirt, now as a sophomore on the court. He stuck it out from the beginning, and he's getting a lot of playing time.
Matthew Sells at the 6 now for Jaylon Nichols. And Tech gets a stop. Egbunawe down with the rebound. Johnson, no numbers, elects to pull it out. The other Johnson, Johnson Jr. connects. And picks up where he left off in the first half. Tennessee State exploding again to its largest lead. Johnson Jr. not so fast. And the other Johnson actually disrupted that play for his teammate Ajaboye. They got the steal, and Johnson Jr. focuses on, how are you going to deal with adversity when it comes your way? A group that themselves had 8 newcomers. There were 15 newcomers on this Tennessee State side. Canute Wood was the only one left over. And modern-day basketball, according to Richie Schuler.
How much fast breaks have you seen in transition offense for Tennessee State in the second half?
Not very much.
And this is why.
And there's a go away. Only go their way, but they've been able to find it from 3-point distance.
And I like what Penny Collins is doing out of this timeout. Right away, he's trying to get his team to get back to feeling good about themselves, playing the fast pace they're comfortable with. Right out of the timeout, a full court press.
And it disrupts this possession. Layton almost traveled.
I thought he did. But they only got 12 seconds to run their offense. That's what the press does for you. If you don't get a turnover, it takes time.
Johnson having to be the bailout. Nice drop off to the other Johnson Jr.
Salaridze on one side, Jawan Nichols for Tennessee Tech. Golden Eagles control it, off and running. Edwin Center, a Thursday night in-state battle, Tech and UT Martin. But the starting lineups by Surf Pro, official restoration service partner of the OVC. Rodney Johnson Jr., he's getting his third straight start. Nichols unwrapped. There's already been 9 attempts. Here's number 10. It doesn't go Grurion. The Skyhawks still scoreless. They are 0 of 5 from the floor. 0 of 4 from deep. Tech is 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. Remember, the Skyhawks, they did play on Tuesday. There's Nichols, his second field goal.
Boy, Nick, the battle between Valerike and Tech Center. I mean, they're holding each other, pushing each other.
Jaylon Johnson, Nichols calling for it. Right back to him. Johnson slips it over to Nichols with the dunk.
Great pass, though. UT Martin's learned they could isolate and send that guard to the basket. Tech's been having a hard time getting a shot off.
Got the final 3:45 in the Eblin Center. Corner, 3. Kyle Layton.
2 offensive points for SEMO. Here's Terry missing the dunk. Loose ball, and it's picked up by Tech. Terry missing a dunk. Sells, buries a 3. High for the rebound, Nichols. Got the shovel away. Here comes Jaylon Johnson. Works on Stacker. A kick back and a triple hit.
Very good. That's Wilkinson. His three-pointer's no good. Trojans also like to shoot from deep. Inside. Layup is good by Nichols, and we're tied.
Can get it over a lot of defenses.
David Craig's into the game for Tennessee Tech, 7'2". They go right to him. He goes up and is fouled. The basket is going to count.
From 3 in OVC action this year, Little Rock, along with Jonathan Lawson and then Wani Wilkinson, gives them one more dangerous three-point shooter on the court.
7-0 run for Little Rock over the last 55 seconds. Tennessee Tech tries to stop it, and they do with a 3 from Grant Slash from the floor. Jordan Jefferson, a drive, leaves it for Gat Keck, 16-footer, no good. Rebound, Layton. Pushes it ahead to Johnson. Johnson will kick it right side to Nichols, goes up off the glass and good.
And that was a tough.
Inside, holds it high above his head. Out to Sales, his 3 is good. Craig trying to create some room, does, and then finally pulls down the rebound. They kick it to Johnson on the left wing. Man, the long arms of Craig. Johnson drives through to Layton. Left corner, Johnson Jr. 3 is good.
Broke it.
Trash and put it in.
And just like that, it's an 8-0 run for Little Rock. They were down 10 just a few moments ago and back within 2.
10:52 to play in the contest. Johnson, right side it goes to Layton, back to Johnson, an alley-oop, no, to Nichols. He goes through and puts it up and in. Trojans stretch it out to a 7-point lead. Johnson quickly into the front court, out to Sales. A deep 3 from him is good.
Golden Eagles won the meeting in Charleston back in early January. Layton unwraps the scoring. 0 of 2 beginning EIU with a couple of turnovers as well. Shelton can't get it going as he misfires. Kyle Layton. There's Egboon away with his second 3 today.
You know, in the bottom of the stack who are trying to get up there to get their heads above water so they can get to the tournament, they're going to pound on you and pound on you too. They're not coming to your house and lay down.
So now SIUE has company at the top. Little Rock and the Cougars are both 10-4. SIUE idle today after playing Tuesday and Thursday. Jaylon Johnson, 5 on the shot clock. Johnson goes it over to Nichols, who throws it through.
Jacoby just getting that trash off the floor, then finding Calais underneath.
Minute 45 to go. Tennessee Tech leading 54-50. Jaylon Johnson. Nichols goes up and hits.
Dish left side, Olawani misses the mark, lost the handle on the basketball, and out quickly Matthew Sells. He'll get it off to Johnson, who dishes it off.
Campion, who has really seen his role, at least not really diminish, but decrease just a little bit, as he was a former starter in the lineup. Then they decided to put Sam Cody in there. Campion never been known for his scoring, but anytime you get that type of shot from Jack Campion, that's a plus.
Glasgow off the glass, answers the and off the glass. Olawane with two.
We mentioned earlier he's good with the left hand, he also showcased the right hand, and then quickly. Great job reading that, coming out and able to strip the ball away and have the one-man fast break. Olawane able to thunder it home.
On the near side, the three by Agbonaway, and he's
21 games, including 15 versus Little Rock. They already have 3 tonight, and that's just a bad pass. 3 turnovers is Johnson. Corner pocket 3, inbound, and Tennessee Tech in front by 4.
Nice, beautiful vision by James.
Tennessee Tech won earlier in Cookeville by 19 as George Marshall off on the three-point line.
Pretty good look, had a good pin down screen from Maluk, just couldn't get it to go.
Johnson, it's Jaylon Johnson. Alley-oop attempted, slammed home by Nickel. Well, you've got 5 of them a bucket away from being in double figures for Tennessee Tech as their lead down to 4.
Morehead State hasn't been able to close under 4 in quite a while, and Sells, who was a Morehead State, put the hard hats on and brought their lunch pails, and they've done the hard work on the defensive end all night long.
Defensive pressure from Morehead State continues. Egbunaway up the court late, and they break the pressure to Johnson.
All alone down there. Live by the press, die by the press.
And for UT Martin, averaging 15 points a game. To Grullon on the catch and shoot. Missed it. Rebound Nichols as Butmirovic was right behind him. Johnson, Nichols, high left elbow. Johnson. Between the leg crossover, Lamine Yang in the game, and that was an assist. Steps to get around to the opposite side and lay it in.
Nice finish. By the way, Rickman is unincorporated.
Good to know. 3 is good. Oh, 76-72. No fear in his body. Golden Eagle ball, Egbunaway catches it right in front of us, gets across the timeline. Egbunaway on the left wing, searching around. Now they go to the corner, wide open, Leighton 3, good! 1 point game. They will go to work on Egbunaway. Salaridze spinning around, out to Ginyard. His 3, short, rebound to Jaylon Johnson, just yanked that one away. Lobbed it up ahead, Nichols got it for the lead!
7-2 David Craig from Johannesburg, South Africa, and 7-footer Josh Ogundelli from London. Fun matchup inside tonight for those two. And Ogundelli's importance takes on an extra meaning as Craig goes up, lost it, and it went in, and it will count, and a foul. Canute Wood, long 2, short on that one, rebounded by Jaylon Johnson. Inside, and it's slammed home.
With the too small, me again running down the floor. Anytime he has the size advantage, expect him to exploit it.
Here's Johnson. Out to the corner to Grant Slatton, and a Tennessee native. Nkrumah off the mark, tapped out, and grabbed by Jaylon Johnson, who did have just a quick break on that bench for the Golden Eagles. Leighton will trigger and hit. David Craig is back in for Tennessee Tech. So do the Golden Eagles go into the 7-2 Craig? Yes, they do. Going right at J.C. Brooks, and he scores. Right after, well, hey, man, might as well at this point, Shane, just Put them all on my broad shoulders at this point. Here's Ajiboye scoring at the other.
You kind of chalk that up to.
And then Wood gives it back at the other end. A steal by Glasgow. Up ahead to Johnson, leaving for Nichols, who scores.
And making it. He's got 8 early on.
Jaylon. He's been a one-man wrecking ball for Little Rock.
Showcases some range. Hey, Layton. Back-to-back bombs from the corner.
Man in from Little Rock. Paviv. There's that double team. Swing it.
To the corner, Layton collects.
Good catch by Layton that time.
Like Lawson had gotten a piece of it.
There's your double. Swing it.
Open. 3. Grand slam. It goes. Scores with 10. Wilkinson in the lane. Fall away jumper off the side of the rim. Layton. Open. Connects on the 3.
Layton got him with a little shot to the rib cage.
I don't think they'll be on their holiday card list anytime soon.
As our friend Roger Ely, he'll appreciate this analogy. Gordon Soley from Georgia Championship Wrestling, he'd say, that was a shot to the solar plexus.
Layton open. He's got another 3. Goes up. It's a 9-0 run.
Good job. Good patience there. Waiting for Jaylon to find that open space on the roll.
Sells has a look and hits the 3. Tech will try to cut it to a 1-possession affair. After Little Rock started the half on a 9-0 run. In the corner, Egbunuwe's got the look. He's got the 3. Back to back. Lawson elbow jumper spins out. Now Tech on a 6-0 run. Sells throws up the 3. Banks in. Jaylon Johnson feeds Sells, fires it up, and hits.
A little bit of scrappy play the last minute of the first half. That's been the story of this basketball game for Tennessee Tech.
Golden Eagles will wait with Johnson. Has to go quick. Egbunuwe steps into it, makes the 3. A turnaround jumper won't connect. Teddy Washington Jr. First-year Red Hawk. Now Ajiboye the other way for the layup.
Nice rim. Then all of a sudden the opponent takes, goes on a 9-0 run.
.225 remaining. Sells. Hits from the top.
Taylor for 3. Nope. Wouldn't go, and another rebound for Tennessee Tech. Another 3 on the way. Kyle Layton knocks it down.
Knocked it down.
He's got 8 early. And Morton unable to answer. Sell's been a starter lately. There's Nichols.
Good job by Nichols running the floor. Obviously,
Tennessee Tech. Now back in the OVC. Good to see Coach Taylor in the hoop. Sells the triple. Another one.
Pocket to Maluk. Maluk just didn't handle it. Dropped it off to him nicely.
Kyle Layton. Golden Eagles on a 6-0 run. Make it 8 straight.
Nice. That's huge right there. Almost a disaster for Moorhead. Nichols did a great job on the defensive end against Maluk. They were just able to get it back.
Tennessee Tech's response. And another lengthy possession. Single digits on the timer. Brailsford can't connect. It trickles out for Kyle Layton. Layton under the basket. He has 7 points so far. He's got an opportunity to net a 3. Brailsford off target from 3. That one is blocked from behind Scott's try.
I think there was 2 blocks there. Brailsford's got partially deflected and Scott's got deflected.
And there's Igbounaway.
He's in the league that he might get to.
Tech gets a steal. 2-on-1. Johnson dishes. Ajiboye! Oh, look out below! By George Marshall.
Marshall turned his body right into the defender, so the defender could not get a hand up that time. Nice move.
Daniel Igbounaway. Jaylon Johnson, 10 points, 6 boards, 7 assists out of him. And 2 more for Nichols.
Patience.
Tonight they will be a fifth of the way through the schedule. 1-3, not a huge hole, but of course not desirable for the Screaming Eagles.
No, not desirable, but not too far out of it either. And just like I say, early on, you know, when you start getting into February, that's when this thing starts
Both these teams last playing 10 days ago. Another 3 this time doesn't go on the miss by Luke Lentz. Tech the other way. Layton rises. That 3 is down.
Hands down, man down right there. Just didn't close out with a hand in Gold's face right there.
How about 7 of 13 for the Buffs here in the first half from 3. Johnson dishes. Glasgow step back, nails it from deep. Now the 3 by P spins out. Nichols has the rebound. So Tennessee Tech has a chance for the lead on this trip. Johnson Jr., Golden Eagles. And Tech will inbound. It's the final non-conference game of the season for the Golden Eagles. After a 1-1 OVC start, Igbounaway, the 3 spins through.
In that time. Oh, little Euro walk right there. That's 2. That's 2.
And a missed dunk try by P. The 3 by Kyle Layton.
Bass with Jones. Jackson now for the lob. Very ambitious play, but it was well guarded. Now Sells on a quick pop. Bang, got it. That's what they want to do. Now they zone up. Again, the changes. Bass from NBA range. A little too far out. Jaylon Johnson. Sells says, I can do this all night. Bang! Browning again. Turns the corner. A lot of traffic. Jump stop. Too much traffic. Stripped. A little bit of his own medicine. Ahead to Rodney Johnson. Back to Sells. Here comes that man again. Bang! Sells. 5 on the shot clock. He's going to take it. Too much spin. Located Sells nicely that time. Now Layton. Bang! What a shot. Ejection. Nathan Johnson. Too fast.
Yes. Outran the ball.
Glasgow into the corner. Another quick 3. Bang! Got it nicely done. Wildy wants another one. Not this time. Oh, nice look inside. That's a nice play to jump.
Defensively to get yourself back in. Glasgow there. Instant offense off the bench there.
Trying again. Bang, he got it. How about that?
And then they have about a 10-day break before they take on non-conference Milligan for their last non-conference game. Missed shot there for Ryan Myers from deep.
So Tennessee Tech, after this one, their next four after Lindenwood are all at home. So they're looking to pick up a big road win. Military's made that one look easy, just floating it up and in.
Johnson Jr. And that one down the
right there. Ricky Ballard sends it long ways to Taurus Watson, who finishes with the bucket. Watson started the game as a player that came off the bench for West Georgia, as that shot is good off the... Continues. Ballard for three. And it just rings out. A rebound taken in by number 5, Rodney Johnson Jr., who will be saying his name a lot today, especially in the board game. Jaylon Johnson up top. Finds the pass down low to Layton, who finishes off the glass. Malcolm Noel almost had that shot blocked. Shelton Williams-Dryden tries it from the free throw line and misses a mid-ranger. Now, coming back to the other side of the court and already moving, trying to get towards that basket however way they can, is the Golden Eagles, and that is how you do it. Inside, Cameron works so well, but he can't get the shot right there. Might have been partially blocked by Shelton Williams-Dryden. They'll try it again, this time for three. Mucker by the Golden Eagles. Griffin goes in, misses the shot. Good rebound there by Egbunaway. Johnson up top, dishes out. Wide open is Johnson Jr. Relaford keeps putting it on the scoreboard now with 10 points.
And that's off 4 for 5, shooting from the field. And, of course, it's all coming in the paint for Tamari Relaford.
Johnson dishes out inside. Slatton can't find anybody. Finds Johnson somehow. Layton up top for three. He is on.
Shooting. As good of a shooter as it is, he needs to have a better free throw percentage.
And you don't see that often.
No. Mostly you see the big guys who, they're going to average double-digit rebounds and do most of their damage in the paint that struggle at the line. But as good of a shooter as Ortiz is, he needs to be better at the line.
Quick catch and release three, buried by...
Especially the last 3 or 4 games, they're going to need another good night out of him. That's a good start.
Oh, I thought it was about to start heating up here in the bank. Layton, deep three. Oh, the bank's open.
Better on this team there than Daniel Ortiz does.
Here we go, final shot for Tennessee Tech. Jaylon Johnson, one-on-one. The kick to the corner, the three ball. There it is at the end of the hammer and the touch.
Coming alive here in the second half. That's the guy you want to see get going and getting going and where he did, right back in the paint.
Oh, open and gliding in.
Ball game. Back-to-back 3 balls. Getting it started early, tickling the twine.
Boy, he was so good versus Seton Hall. 6 3-pointers for Tyler Nickel. 24 points in that ball game versus the Pirates. Right back down the floor.
Jalen Carey. Watch out. Watch your head, young fella.
One-handed flush for Carey. He gets 2 points. Into the corner for 3. Yes. Rattles through for outside climate. It's good for Craig.
With the right, scrape the iron. Scott gathers it again. Second effort, no. The ball will be picked up by the Golden Eagles. Jaylon Johnson. Jaylon Johnson, he now gets the engine going. That pass is tipped. Extra feed up top. Egbunaway for the tie. We start fresh at 5. This is home debut with Tech. Too strong Peterson. There goes Glasgow. Golden Eagles can take the lead on this trip. South of the midway point, half number 1. Cameron. Rodney Johnson Jr. He gets going. Goes all the way to the basket. 16 at Central Florida last game. That's a block by Johnson Jr. He's doing everything out there. Layton, could it be back-to-back? You betcha, Kyle Layton. And that'll go down, courtesy of Jalen Peterson.
And again, he blocked him further inside. The rebound was a little bit long. You got to be physical in there.
Ends up being a 3-point possession for Presbyterian after the Golden Eagles ended the first on an 11-0 run. First look, Tennessee Tech here in the second half. Egbunaway forces it up off the window. Scott, oh, look out. Tomahawks at home.
Boy, Scott got up strong, didn't he?
It's a big dude, 6'8", 250, the senior from Raleigh. Jaylon Johnson twisting through traffic. Corner three. Kyle Layton has a chance for 4. That one underneath. Ended up being captured by Peterson, but a block from behind. Here's a Speedy Johnson. The 3 is up. It's Layton. It's down. Golden Eagles. Most he has scored as a Golden Eagle. Here in game number 7. Glasgow can't connect. Kept alive. It's Johnson. It's Layton. It's a 3.
Great pass by.
Was Scott, another jam.
It's like all the Tech players saw it hit close to the top of the backboard and thought it was going to be a foul. But again, if you look, they've got 2 and 3 people in the lane when they shoot.
Here's Jaylon Johnson, dishes Aji. Boy, the finish.
Boy, that's the way.
He's easy to play with. And his ceiling is absolute. The sky is the limit for how good he's going to become because of his motor and how much he loves to play.
Shea showing on that screen to challenge Cameron.
Good sprint back with high hands as well. That's textbook on hedge and recovery.
Down the lane, Rodney his range. So many times this season when UCF has needed stops late in games, they've been able to get them. Layton again, red hot, and a chance for 4.
Slam dunk by A.J. Clark. The steal and the dunk, but right away Johnson has numbers other side. Kyle kicks it back out to Johnson, and they're going to reset. 5-point game. 3:54 left. Johnson finds Johnson. Johnson and Johnson.
6'6", no taller than 6'6", 6'6", 6'4", through their starting lineup.
And the start to their year at Mississippi State, at Georgia Tech. See what they look here against Tennessee Tech. Grant Strong, top of the arc, lets loose and drains from distance. The Eagles have attempted 9 threes already, knocking 3 of them down. That one's tipped and taken. Johnson's got the steal. Glasgow, who hit that 3 on the last trip. This time he's got the layup. On program. That one is stripped. Got it back, though. Missed it. Tipped around. Unable to hit was Shelton Williams-Dryden.
Kyle Layton on the initial tip out.
Now Jaylon Johnson kicks to the corner. That 3 by Sells finds the bottom. 3 of this first half for the Golden Eagles. Here's a drive by Watson. Floater, no. Rebound by Johnson. Tech controls again. Kyle Layton rises. That three, another one for the Golden Eagles.
Tremendous play by Day. Just snatched it right back.
They had this steal, and it looked like Johnson was going to hold on. Got it right back, laid it in. West Georgia with momentum. Layton's layup, yes.
Just enough rotation.
It's a 9-0 run. Now the three by Johnson. Could not get his second of the half. After the Grant Strong rebound, the ball movement, and boot away for two.
Johnson Jr. bodied up pretty good on Dryden that time. Williams-Dryden.
And so Jaylon Johnson holding. With 10-point Golden Eagle advantage. Egbunuwe rises and connects from deep. Down to as close as 8. They were down 15 at the break. But a Tech basket here. And they've got a chance to go up either 16 or 17. Golden Eagles have wrestled the momentum back. Glasgow connects from long range. 3:30 to go. Boye throws up the jumper and hits.
Tennessee Tech, you just got to say, hey, we got to compete, we got to get on the boards, not turn the basketball over, and when we have good looks, we got to knock them down.
And big picture for John Pelfrey's team, build and get ready for play in the tough OVC. Nice back cut there from Lake. They are moving the ball nicely. 3 ball good from Makai Cameron. And the bucket, the old stat sheet stuffer.
Yes, sir. Get that offensive rebound. Get you 2.
Georgia by 4. Nice move there by Layton. The little floater goes. Well, I really like the fresh 20. As Godfrey backs in. Strong move. Can't finish with that one, though. And it's Layton coming away with the loose ball. Layton sprints it down into forecourt to Johnson. A 3 for the lead, and Layton tickles the twine.
Little things. Knows his role. Knows what kind of player he is.
There's a beautiful rejection underneath by number 8, Ola Ajiboye. Defense creating offense. You bet. Another 3 for the goal. To 4, and the Golden Eagles have the ball to start this second half. And here we go, Tennessee Tech as they switch sides. Golden Eagles going right to left. Ajiboye gets it started, right corner, 3, in and out, back in again, good. Egbudu.
Wow, what a job he has done. I mentioned to you Friday, he was the best player at practice. That's under control, assist, making every shot, really playing well.
Here's Jaylon Johnson from Rodney Johnson. They play the 2-man game. The big fellow with a 3, Rodney Johnson.
Possession here with Tennessee Tech.
You just get the feeling if Georgia gets into double digits, it's going to be a big hole for the Golden Eagles.
They can blow up on them in a hurry.
Here's Jaylon Johnson. Leighton. Johnson with the drive. Crossover spin move. Keeps the dribble a la Curly Neal. Beautiful feed. Leighton finishes. Tennessee Tech